Mania, coming to you live this Saturday. Our 4th year we celebrate. James, Zeus, and Pedro marking out all this time, even though our audience declines. We gotta mark out. We gotta mark out. It's time to celebrate. 4 years live on YouTube. It's time to do our thing. It's time for Markout Mania.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, there you go.
Nice, Pedro. You killed that one.
Oh,
yeah, good job.
Thank you. As a little holy diver, Dio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To celebrate our 4th year of the Welcome to Markout Mania.
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary!
That's right.
A 4th year.
I could have sang the anniversary song, but then I'd have to recall the ghost of Al Jolson, and we don't want to bring up that whole can of worms. But
No.
hey, welcome everyone to the Markout Mania, our 4th anniversary special.
Yeah. Woo!
For still with us for 4 years, we've got James
in more ways than one. Yes, sir. How you guys doing? I can't believe it's our 4-year anniversary.
All right.
We've been riding the roller coaster. We've been doing it up. Woo! Let's do it. I'm pumped for this show.
And whoa, blinding light flashes. It's the God of Thunder. Dark,
and our sound effects. And our sound effects budget have stayed the same the entire 4 years.
That's right, 0.
It's like our audience. Oh man,
Zeus, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
God of Thunder, super famous, the autograph signer, the picture taker, the meter mover,
the Road Warrior Scholar.
The Road Warrior Scholar.
That's right.
Woo.
Another beautiful day. It's actually a really, really pleasant way up here today.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I saw a lot when I was driving up here. I saw a lot of people with boats and kayaks, heading out to Lake Erie. So
yeah, it's starting to be that season. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's getting there.
The Great Lakes. They connect to the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And they've found Greenland sharks in the.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah, in the waters.
Oh hey, but guess who we found in the chat room? It's YYH.
Oh my goodness!
Our most loyal listener through the years.
Y2H2, what's going on? Beep, boop, boop.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you, Y2H2.
Oh, look, happy 4th B-Day to MOM. I'm still in a daze because I just woke up after dozing off the TV. Yeah, hey, that's understandable. I doze off in the middle of the show sometimes. It's happened like 2 weeks in a row now, actually. It happened. I don't know if y'all noticed last week. I got very quiet at times.
Pedro takes
I think me and James were having a bit of a banter, and you were a little quiet there.
Yeah, I last week it was weird. I was very awake in the pre-show. And I was awake at the start, and then my energy just went down real fast.
You crashed. You crashed like an energy drink crash.
Like his hamsters on the wheel.
Why? Don't worry about all that. Yeah, life happens. You got to just ride. You got to ride.
Life happens.
We're glad to have you here now.
Yes.
If there's anybody who's going to be in the mark out Mania Hall of Fame as the #1 fan, it's definitely WWE.
And hey,
Absolutely. She's the
wait a
first
moment,
entrant in the Hall of Fame.
yes, but also, even though she's only had one appearance on the show as a guest, that episode where she was on the show is our highest viewed episode.
Not just our highest viewed. It's got more views than the other 170 combined times 100.
Yeah.
It goes to show you that nobody wants to listen to 3 old men except for one chick. Everybody wants to listen to the chick. There you go.
That's right.
Everyone wants
a very knowledgeable,
Yes, absolutely.
I think we all dropped a lot of great knowledge that day. I've actually listened to that one a couple of times, and it's always fun talking about that. And
the Professor of Shaw Brother movies, Double Y, Double H.
And, on that, I only saw like one thing this week, really, and it was this movie. What was it? It was like it has a bunch of different names apparently. Like the version I saw said Bloody Way Out of Taiping Town or something like that. And then on Letterboxd it's called like Breakout of Taiping Town or something like that. But YYH is the one who suggested the movie to me. She pointed me towards it, and it was a lot of fun. You mentioned Shaw Brothers. It kind of had a bit of a Shaw Brothers vibe going for it, and they didn't do like how like a lot of modern martial arts movies, there's a lot of CGI stuff going on.
Yeah.
This was more like people doing the actual fighting and stuff, and it had kind of a fun B movie plot or whatever.
Anybody who can have a conversation with me about Super Inframan, it's all right in my book. There you go.
That's right.
And Y2H, you broke out the knowledge on Inframan. I lost it. I was like, oh my God, that was one of my favorite movies growing up. It was a superhero. It was a Shaw Brothers superhero movies way before Marvel.
Yeah,
there was no MCU back then. It was Inframan.
I mean, that was pre, Captain America and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
National, on U.S. national TV.
Mm-hmm. That was great stuff.
Man, can you imagine if you had like a animated series or a comic book series about like the MCU thing, but it's like the Shaw Brothers universe?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Well, the only problem with that is like the same 20 guys were in just reused. It's not like it's not like we get to
yeah, but if they weren't used, all of us would have been upset. Because it had to be the same set of guys.
Right, but I mean, you talk about having to use a lot. If they had like a multiverse movie of Shaw Brothers stuff, I mean, it would have to be a shit ton of CGI because because the crippled son of in Crippled Avengers. I mean, the Tiger Style guy. He's the centipede, and he's
right. Why we said the 3 main cast from Taiping Town of martial arts trained. Yeah, it's the fight scenes the action stuff was pretty fun in that movie. It was a fun movie. Not saying it was a good, like an outstanding movie.
I love that.
I had a lot of fun.
I actually love that Shaw Brothers episode that we did.
Yeah.
That was a great episode, and then all the shark episodes were awesome too. I love those. I love those things.
Do you remember the one that coincided with Harley Race's passing, and we had that graphic with Harley Race and fighting the shark?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Zeus, and also the first shark episode. Zeus was one of the best graphics.
That was the best graphic ever. That was the best graphic ever.
The one he did for like the ECW episode as well. That graphic, those are like 2 of the very best graphics we've ever had.
All of us running from the shark was awesome.
Yeah, I liked the one I did where we we're all Dragon Ball characters too.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was good too. Yeah.
And then you drew us as X-Men as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
And like the ones where we've had like Casey and the ninjas and
Yeah. Yeah, that was some good stuff. We have some pretty interesting shows, you know. Angie and Casey are official members of the Five Timers Club, you know.
Well, yeah, they've both been on more than 5 times. But,
Yeah, you know.
we haven't had anyone in a while. What was the last? Oh, Jay. We had Jay. Yeah, we had Jay.
Yeah, Jay.
He's been on here twice.
Yep.
Great guest.
Yep, Jay's been on here twice. Yeah, awesome guest, man. Awesome guy too.
Yeah. I should have done something heavy metal for the theme when he was on. But,
yeah, the Kaiju Queen's been on.
Yeah, she's been on. Yeah.
We've had the Lego Queen on.
Oh yeah, yeah, we had her for the toy episode.
Yeah.
And then she was in the chat for the candy episode.
Yeah.
Well, because she was, I mentioned it because she was heavily involved, even though she was in the chat during the candy episode.
Mm-hmm. Well, Russ has been on the show.
Was good.
What'd you say, Zeus, about the candy episode?
That was a great one.
Yeah, it was. That and the toy episode were good.
Some of the Meef episodes, we haven't had Meef in a while, but some of
hysterical. He had me dying, man. He had me rolling.
Like, I remember the episode we did about the Triple Mania in 2018.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a thing that just made it the funniest episode I thought we ever did. But then, like, the last time we had Meef on, or one of the last times we had him on, it was just so hilarious. And I thought that was our funniest episode we ever did. But,
yeah, he's got great wit. You know, they give him a lot of shit in on the MMA show.
Yeah.
But
is the MMM show still going on? I have not.
I don't think they've been able to record a new one for a while.
Yeah.
I think
they take breaks. I know they take a lot of breaks.
It's just like everybody, like when there's too many people doing, like remote work,
Yeah.
I think it's like a lot of like Justin, depending on what he's doing and things.
The now Emmy nominated Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did
we have Brian Bell on the show too? Yeah, right. We had Brian Bell on the show.
No, we have not had Brian Bell on the show. We had my friend Don.
Don, that's it. Yeah, Don's been on the show. Yes.
Yeah, Angie. Yeah. We've had a lot of people on the show.
Yeah, we even briefly had Thunder Rosa and
Katrina.
Yeah, and Katrina. That's right.
Thanks to Zeus and WrestleCade. WrestleCade.
That was fun.
I don't know why I said it like a monster truck. WrestleCade this weekend. Oh,
that's when Pedro and I were singing Michael Jackson songs.
Flooz is in the chat. Flooz,
what's going on? Long time. What's up, Flooz? Happy 4th. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, I haven't talked to him in a while, so I'm like, thank you.
Flooz Maker. Flooz is in the chat. So yeah, I mean, it's been some pretty good episodes. The shark episodes are one of my favorites ones because they're awesome. Just talk about cheesy shark movies, and then of course Shark Week happenings on Nat Geo, all that stuff.
Do you remember last year's shark episode? I was watching one of the movies.
yeah. Wasn't it? I believe it was Trailer Park Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh my goodness! This whole thing happened in the post show. I don't know if y'all remember. So in the post show, we're talking. I was still watching the movie, and then they're like breaking down my door. And they're like, there's an emergency, and it was like my dad had been riding on his riding lawnmower, and he caught a hold of the water hose and like yanked pulled the piping and stuff out from under the house, and there's water shooting everywhere. Oh my goodness.
There's actually interesting things happen on the show because of the show, and around it,
He's got a good 30 minutes of free time to chill with us. I'm here for the story.
Cool. Thanks for hanging out with us. You could be watching Cheaters or something like that. Instead, you're hanging with us. Good job.
Oh man, we used to all watch Cheaters and
yeah, that was funny.
That was funny, yeah.
But hey, so you want to talk about stories? There's a story I want to know, and I think James wants to know too, but only Zeus has it. What is up with our graphic this week?
What?
Okay.
The graphic.
Oh yeah. I was trying to figure out. I tried to blow it up. I tried to look at it. I was like, what is that?
So so I was looking for images, and so for some reason, we use these royalty free sites at school for things like Unsplash and Pixabay and Pexels.com, because people, you get especially on Unsplash. On Unsplash, it's all high res images, and you can use them for free. So they're great for school projects, and they're great for professional projects too, because these you can give them shout outs and things like that. So I was just curious and see what was up there for a pro wrestling ring or something. And I just happened to find this thing on Pexels.com, and apparently the referee is from it's from a group called World Wrestling something. Starts with a P. Looks like WWP, and WWP, and the one guy that's standing watching the big guy jump. It looks like I don't know who he is, but it was just a really funny looking independent show type thing that I found it, and I was like, okay, I got to use that. And the photographer doesn't have he doesn't have any he doesn't have any information, and it says it was taken November 5th, 2010. So it's a 12-year-old photo. But yeah.
It's kind of like our podcast. First we started off like WWE, now we're WWP.
Right.
We were selling out arenas, and now we can't sell out bingo halls.
Right.
Oh man.
But yeah, so that's the thrilling secret story about that.
Okay.
Part of the graphic.
WWP. I didn't even heard of that. Jesus.
No, it's definitely some little.
Yeah, it's some little rinky-dink. Yeah.
But yeah, we had we were birthed out of the MMM show and the
and Way Too Real.
And Way Too Real. And
we were always in the chat. Way Too Real. That's how it started, right?
Yep.
Yes. And I think all of us were on the Way Too Real show in some form or another.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely called in at least once.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
I was a guest a number of times on the show. YYH and I were both guests at the same time on an episode, actually.
Oh, that's
nice.
Yeah.
That was when Lucha Underground was tearing up the scene, and that's all we did was talk about Lucha Underground and like our love for it, because it was amazing.
Yeah, that was, it was the, what was the end of the third season?
No, I think the end of the second is when we started, right?
No, I
No?
mean, we started like in the build up to like the fourth season.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, the fourth season is the only season we podcasted about.
So that's the redheaded
Oh
stepchild.
yeah, because I'm looking at the old thumbnails and things, and
Mhm.
we got Papa Cueto on Markout Mania episode 10.
Yeah, that's right. Papa Cueto. Yes.
And there was the no beer for the Sandman.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That was a great episode.
Hmm.
But
Horrible.
yeah,
Embarrassed embarrassed to call myself a beer drinker, leave the same man high and dry.
well, I mean, but you're a drinker. You're not you're not holding on to the cup. I mean,
Right.
I mean, how many people bought beers at ECW shows hoping that the Sandman would take a beer?
True. That is true. That is true. I actually drank mine.
And
Oh yeah. Yeah.
how many times do you think Sandman ever got burned for that? Like it's some warm flat beer that somebody's been
Yeah.
holding on since
Uh,
before the damn show started.
Yeah.
Zeus, if a Sandman went to grab a beer, quote unquote beer out of a fan's hand in Mexico, it could not be beer. I'm just gonna say they could have prepared
Right?
something else for him.
Right. Yeah. Well, hopefully, if he ever does that, it might still have a little bit of tahine seasoning and chamoy on the
Brutal.
in the cup.
Brutal. Yeah, he was probably too drunk to care. Yeah, that's true, Flus. That's true. Yeah, but it's been a good journey for us, man. It's been fun,
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
been fun,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's been interesting. It's been good stuff. We were around for the birth of AEW.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And the death of Ring of Honor.
The birth.
The ninja episode was fun.
Yeah.
Every episode with Casey was a lot of fun. Really, the one we did last year, the Saturday morning cartoon.
That was fun too. Yeah,
that one was fun. And then
the cartoon draft.
Yeah, the cartoon draft.
Yes.
And yeah, like there's a whole thing like afterwards, like who won the draft and
after we went off air, if people wanted to make trades and shit, we're like, get out of here.
we all agreed that Zeus had won it, but then like Stephanie had different ideas about who had won the draft. So it was interesting, the discussion that it was popping up a bit in my life following that episode.
And
for the record, Stephanie thought Casey won the draft. She liked his lineup, but they're more of the same age. So
right.
I thought Zeus had the lineup. Didn't Zeus have the lineup?
Yeah, we agreed that Zeus had the best lineup, but we are we're a little older, so
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah, I got a younger woman, so I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one because I mean, I think I pulled out some really good ones there.
Yes.
I mean, I honestly, I probably spent about 8 or 9 hours researching like all official Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, you put work into it. Yeah.
I mean,
it was hard for me to do some of this because I wanted to just watch the cartoons after I started researching. I was like, oh man, I got to watch this. I'm watching Johnny Quest.
Yeah, and that was a primetime cartoon.
Yeah. So it was eliminated too. I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, Johnny Quest. They're like, no, thanks for playing. It was a primetime. I was like, oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
You know, we've had some really fun unofficial off the air episodes of the show.
Yeah. Markout Mania After Dark.
Pre-show and post-show have been.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame some of those didn't get recorded, and some of them.
Yeah, but I think a lot of those are not for public consumption.
Yeah.
There was one time. I don't remember what the situation was, but I think we were trying out StreamYard, which there's a thing when we started the show, it was through the YouTube Live deal, the Google Live, YouTube Live function.
Yeah.
And then they ended that. Yeah, Hangouts. That was it. Yeah, Hangouts. They ended that. And then we moved to StreamYard. There was 1 week where I don't remember what the circumstance, but it was Zeus and I did like an off the air, like an unlisted episode, and YYH was in our chat room. So it was YYH, Zeus, and I, and we were just having discussions, between the three of us or whatever. And then then we've had a few quote unquote episodes where we weren't going live, we were just hanging out and talking and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Flu said what we want to know is which episode can be used as blackmail in the future. Possibly all of them.
There's a few.
There are things we've said sometimes on the air that maybe we shouldn't have said. So I mean, someone could go through and cancel us for all kind of things, probably. So.
I was canceled after episode 2.
There's the one episode where Pedro got stunned in the pre-show. You remember that? Remember my Ivan Koloff story?
Yes. Fuck Pedro up for the show. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Pedro was like, he stole my gimmick. He was stuttering. Throughout the whole show. He was like, okay, and actually, welcome to Workout Mania.
Pedro needed one of those foil blankets and some hot tea with lemon because he was in a state of shock.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. There's been some stories told on the pre and post shows. Yeah.
I go back to the Triple Mania episode from our from 2018. I think it's episode 17. There is something that happens late in the episode because something we were talking about. I don't know, it made James say a flub that just made all of us just come undone.
Oh yeah.
I was talking
about Paige. Remember?
I was talking about Paige, right?
Yeah, we were talking about Paige.
Paige, and like all the videos that she was doing it Kim Kardashian style, right? Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, she's all over YouTube, but I'm so tired of seeing Zeus naked.
No, well, that's not what you said. But,
it was something along the lines, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, involves Zeus doing something. Like no one wants to see Zeus, fill in the blanks. They can go back and find the episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all
I meant to say Paige, not Zeus. Yeah, right. We all busted out laughing. Yeah.
Yeah. There are a number of episodes we've said things. What can you do? That's no. We have such a small audience. We killed there last year or so. We killed like most of our audience.
After we started bashing AEW, our audience went poof. That was it.
There was a specific episode we had like one of the most people we've ever had in the chat room, and then James and I just started trashing AEW.
Yeah.
And then it really got bad when there was an Impact pay-per-view coming up, and we just tore into that. And then, everyone left the chat. There's no one in the chat. We went from our most to 0, and we never recovered from that episode.
Oh yeah, speaking of Zero, and he was on the show too, Zero, a few times.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? The Transformers episode he was on.
Yeah. And did we do an X-Men once with him?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And then the near heart attack incident, and something else. We have all these wacky graphics, and we got to thank Bean for the great graphic he did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For the Kaiju Queen episode.
Yeah. All of us were heads of King Ghidorah. Yeah.
Yeah.
King Ghidorah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was good. It was good stuff.
Oh God, it's been 2 years since we did the Markout Mania March Tag Team Madness Tag Team.
That was
yeah.
awesome. That was I had a great time with that. I think that you did a fantastic job, Zeus. That was amazing. People were giving you shit for that. We were like, nah, the hell with that. No.
Angie,
what's going on? A prestigious 5-timer club member for the Markout Mania show.
Yeah, we were talking about you being part of the 5-timers plus club. So.
And like how you loved your velvet robe. Because we spare no expense here at Markout Mania.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Angie, what's going on? How about them Dodgers? How about them Yankees? You don't hear me. Okay. But yeah, we've had some fun episodes, man. I love our kaiju episodes, man. They were awesome.
Yeah.
That's like me and Pedro get into it, man. I love it. I love it. Pedro's like, yeah, but the acting of King of Godzilla was not up to par.
Pedro gives legit criticisms, and people shit on it for no reason. No. Let me finish until they hear Bean repeat some of the criticism I give, and then suddenly they then they get the stuff that I said, but not when I said it. So
I can't do
what happens. That's what happens with the fucking Kaiju episode sometimes. So, yeah, fuck off with that shit.
Pedro gets triggered every time I bring that shit up. He gets triggered.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait for the new Godzilla movie to come out just so we can do it all over again.
You know what?
Come on, Pedro.
Let's get this out of the way. Everyone can enjoy the legendary films going forward. I'm stepping off. I'm not.
It's popcorn bullshit. That's all it is.
I don't want to see it anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
I just want the Japanese Godzilla back. I don't want any more of the legendary bullshit. They're garbage. I don't want it. So.
Yes, sir. So he gets triggered. You hear him, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's been pretty apparent he's felt like this for a long time. So.
Yeah, he has. In all fairness, he stuck to his guns.
Oh no, and I mean, we do want good stuff. That's the thing is so much.
Flus. All of us like the animated Godzilla trilogy.
I don't think Zeus didn't like it, but
no,
James and I did like it. Yes, I liked them. And I liked
Zeus didn't like it.
I liked the Singular Point, right?
That's Singular Point. I love that.
Yeah,
it was okay.
Catchy as hell theme song.
It was okay.
Yes, it was okay. Definitely catchy. They did a great job of incorporating all of those, those other creatures and kaiju, and I thought they did a lot in that, and it was fun.
All of us. There's one set of movies that all of us can agree on that we all love, and that's the cheesy shark movies. All of us love. No. Tron.
I was like, I remember you and Zeus did like a Tron watch together.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome. But
What
all
was it?
those lost Santa Shark,
Oh
Land
yeah,
Shark, all that shit. Oh, that's
snow
hysterical, man.
sharks.
Snow Shark, yeah. All that shit is great, man. How about our favorite one, Sharktopus versus Werewolf? That was awesome, man.
Yeah.
Werewolf.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Sharktopus versus what was that? Weradactyl or something.
Oh yeah, that one too. Yeah.
And
All the movies saw Eric Roberts and Tom Sizemore.
yeah, and then we incorporated our going to live events into episodes too, which was fun.
Yeah, that's right. Zeus killed it because he went on a roll for like he went to like New Japan shows, the AML show.
I
It
mean,
was awesome.
I hadn't been to a show since 2002, and then I went to a show in 2019 because of all the talking we did on here. I was like, I gotta go.
You went to that Ring of Honor show. That's right. And then I went to a Ring of Honor show.
Yeah.
And that's when I went to Halitosis chick, and she gave me a heart attack. So that was brutal. I had to go to the hospital after that. After that recap show on Saturday, I went straight to the hospital. That was fun.
Yeah. The Ring of Honor show I went to, we did the show the very next morning, and I was so tired.
That's right. Yeah.
Sleep. And we were all introduced to the world the existence of the mutant.
Yes.
The guy who was handling Shibata and the before the show, the mutant.
Oh,
yeah.
And then like James saw the mutant at
he was ringside. Yep.
Yeah.
I saw him too.
Pedro got to meet Shibata.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Poor guy.
That's right. I was hanging with the Mac.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you got to hold the belt.
Yeah, I held the U.S. strap. Yeah,
but then you drew the ire of Camille.
Yeah. I'm still scared of her. Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, she scares a lot of people. I mean, she does not have she does not have a pleasant look on her face ever.
No.
And
she bore holes in them. Yeah, but Zeus got to win the AML championship. That was hot.
Yeah, that was nice. Tracy put that on my shoulder.
Zeus has gotten to meet, or I should say, everyone has gotten to meet Zeus.
Yeah, he's standing online being interviewed for Japanese television.
Yeah, they're interviewing him about Akira Hokuto. They're like, "Hey, your good friend Akira Hokuto, like, tell us about her." And
yeah, that's right.
Ace is holding up signs at New Japan shows, going, "We love Zeus." I mean, come on. Fucking Tanahashi over here,
Didn't Tanahashi say didn't he get on the mic and say the true Ace?
Yeah, the true Ace, Zeus. Yeah. Yeah, I heard through the grapevine that he secretly showed up at Zeus's graduation in disguise, so he was there.
Hey,
it's really funny because I felt kind of bad asking Tanahashi for the selfie because I was wearing my Switchblade shirt.
Oh, something interesting. Speaking about that, sort of stretch of time where we were all going to shows, or we all went to a show, is Juice Robinson. We kind of went from not being, fans to all of us seeing him live and being like, "Oh, he convinced us."
He convinced us. Yeah, all three of us. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He was awesome live. Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, I'm like going, I bet his life, like right now, just not being on social media is he probably has a degree of mental sanity that like nobody else in wrestling has right now that's anywhere close to his age. Younger or older. I mean, all these people that are trying to keep up on, online and everything. And he just doesn't have it. He doesn't give a shit. It's a very unique thing you know, it was very cool to see that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the Ring of Honor show I went to, well, technically the first Ring of Honor show I went to was the Crockett Cup.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Because that was
That's right.
the combination of NWA and Ring of Honor. And this is, of course, they were the ones that had all the connections and the equipment and things. And it's pro wrestling, I don't think people realized how much that, Ring of Honor, how important they could be at any given moment for stuff like that. And not to mention the All In show, and but yeah, getting to meet at the Crockett Cup, I met Stuka Jr., Guerrero Maya Jr., Kojima, and Nagata. It's
that's
like
awesome right there. That's awesome right there.
Holy shit! How fucking cool was that?
Oh
yeah.
Flu said, "Yeah, social media really messes with people's brains. This is true."
Yeah.
Angie talking about Juice Robinson. He's probably one of the top reasons getting the pay-per-view today. See him as a Bullet Club member. What pay-per-view? Is it a Impact thing, or I have no I have no idea what this
Isn't that the one in Chicago? No, not yet, right?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I got no idea, man.
But Juice going to Bullet Club is kind of cool because he needed to switch it up. But yeah, he's awesome live, man. He's awesome live. I mean, I couldn't believe the Briscoes live. I mean, they were amazing when I saw them.
Oh yeah, I just remember the Briscoes when they would chop people. Like it was almost like
they kill them, man. They kill them
from the stands. But
I saw the debut of Roosh.
Oh yeah, you did, and you got to see Mayu. Oh my God!
I saw your girl Pedro Mayu Otani. She was like, "Where's Pedro?" I said, "He's home, baby. He's home. He's all good."
Yeah, no, that was really cool. I got to meet Roosh and Dragon Link.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And that's PCO.
Right. PCO, yeah, he's awesome. That man is insanity personified.
Yeah.
I just want to say something real fast.
Yeah.
Juice Robinson. We cannot talk about Juice Robinson on this show without hearing his promo about Evil.
He had the promo of the year.
You know what's evil?
Down.
You're evil. Not everything's evil. Puppies aren't evil. Rainbows aren't evil.
That was the best part. Dick to go. That was awesome. That was just he killed it. He killed it.
It is not 1997 WWF. You are not going to choppy on my pee-pee.
Yeah. That was awesome. Wow, and then I listened to Ronda Rousey cut a promo yesterday, and I'm like, oh my God, stars and garters. That was horrible.
I completely forgot the SmackDown.
Raquel Gonzalez beat the shit out of her yesterday on SmackDown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she held the open challenge because now she's the SmackDown champ because they give, because they written Charlotte off TV because Charlotte's going to go to get married in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah. So they did this whole angle about Charlotte's arm. It was broken or some shit like that. So now Ronda Rousey's SmackDown champion. And she goes, I'm a fighting champion. I hold an open challenge to anybody in that locker room. And out comes Raquel Gonzalez. Raquel Gonzalez beat the shit out of Ronda, but Ronda gets the 1, 2, 3, of course. So, but it was fun. But but the promo that she cuts is horrible. She sucked.
Raquel, they debuted her as a smiley thing on SmackDown, and now she's already jobbing to Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, hey, that's main roster for you.
Releases ahead. No, I'm joking.
I can't. You want to know something, Pedro?
What?
I can't watch, I tried to watch Raw. I tried to watch SmackDown. They literally become background fodder now for me.
It's just white
NXT,
noise.
exactly.
You want to know what I try to watch?
NXT I could watch from time to time, but it's losing me. I want to get back into NXT UK, but I don't know where to start, Pedro.
No. Well, okay, I'll tell you what. This is what I try to watch, James. Nothing.
I'm gonna watch Zeus sign autographs.
Um. You know, do you recall why I stopped watching NXT UK?
Yeah, Angie, that's so stupid. They changed the last name. No, why, Pedro? Why?
Okay, it wasn't the show is the last time I saw any of it, it was still as good as we remembered, James. It's still
Right.
like if you want like just a wrestling show where they're actually wrestling and the storylines are really simple and easy to follow and they make logical sense and blah blah blah. This is still it's oddly like the best kind of wrestling show in our sort of the sort of thing in the WWE and
Yeah.
any of the US based things that I know it's in Europe, but it's it's US based company. It's the best sort of produced show you're gonna find. But I stopped watching because at any moment I know they can release that entire thing. They can
Yeah.
release the entire roster,
Yeah.
release everyone, and it just will disappear as if it never happened. And I
Yeah.
was just like, I'm not going to continue investing in it when this can just happen at any moment, and I'm just gonna be like, fuck, I'll just be frustrated, and
I keep seeing stuff popping up on my timeline about Gallus, about Jordan Devlin, Ilya Dragunov. And I'm like, shit, man, I need to get back into this. But I just
yeah.
don't know where to go. And
I
I'm
mean,
like,
I heard the matches have been awesome. The
yeah,
Dragunov and Devlin have had like 2 matches that people have just been crazy about. But I mean,
yeah.
uh,
Joe Coffey's making noise again, you know?
uh, take care, Angie. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, Angie, thanks for stopping by. Go Dodgers. Yeah, she was like, well, why did they change Raquel Gonzalez last name? Yeah, no, it's horrible. But WWE now, their mandates. It's more about Vincent's control. That's what I think. But
Well, I mean, it's also really obvious that Nick Khan has got a huge amount of power, and he's
yeah,
got he's obviously into a lot of the corporate structuring, and they're just they're just that's what they do.
yep, yep. I agree. I agree. AEW is losing viewership, but it's
What is it? None of it matters, James.
Yeah.
no, it doesn't. It
Nothing
doesn't.
we're
It
talking
just
about matters. Like the
well,
trend is
there are new bosses at TBS now, so it's this whole thing with Warner and Discovery merging. Uh, the guy who brought AEW to TNT TBS got fired,
right.
so
Yeah,
things are changing.
I'm sure it'll be fine. They got the
Yeah,
billionaire family behind it. They're
Yeah,
they'll be
Flu's
fine.
when Triple H went down, they basically they jerked the rug out from underneath them, and
yeah.
they tore down everything that Triple H had built it into, and they wanted to make it more of a whatever.
But
They wanted more color and explosions and
That's Joe
shit.
Gacy.
I mean, to be honest, James had been talking about it for a long time since they made the move to USA. What happened was inevitable at some point. Like it was gonna happen. Zeus had said at the same time when James was bringing up that Vince was gonna just turn it into his thing, and yeah.
Yeah.
As,
did.
as soon as the headlines came across as saying that Vince wanted more, he was going to get more input on what was going on. That was it.
Look, wrestling as we knew it is like dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Even say like New Japan, okay? They are doing a lot, like increasingly even goofier things in New Japan, like Taguchi and this and that with their ass out in the ring and stuff like that. You're like, oh, that's something you would see in DDT, right?
Right.
That's not something you would really see in New Japan, or like Stardom is just changing completely to this weird, I don't know, this weird kind of thing. They're just everything is just changing. Like the whole wrestling scene everywhere is just changing to this weird, buzzy, empty thing, and that's just what it is. It's now, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, and doesn't matter if people really are good or bad in the ring. It's just like, let's do a bunch of ADHD stuff and we'll just proclaim it this and that, and people say, "Oh, we're living in the best times ever." I mean, that's just what it is. What we liked is gone. So
I agree with you, Flus. I agree with you. Yep, a change of look to attract the next generation. Yeah, and the next generation doesn't know dick about the wrestling that we love. Like all the stuff that we grew up on. I mean, when I was reading, somebody online said, "Oh my God, this guy had a 15-minute match. It was an Iron Man match." I almost threw up in my mouth. How the fuck is a 15-minute match an Iron Man match? What's wrong with you? I mean, these kids have absolutely no clue, none whatsoever.
But James, it's what they like now, right?
I guess
they like empty. I can't even say it's fast food. I can't even say it's fast food. It's more like you went, that those like microwavable stuff you could get at a convenience store, like a gas station, and you'd heat up like you were driving a long time, and someone be like, "Oh, I got this long to go. I'm just gonna get a microwavable burger or hot dog from this nasty ass gas station." It's kind of like that, but it's just empty, gross calories, full of nothing. And now instead of like, it has the hype of fast food, but it's not even McDonald's, right? It's this other thing, and
it's a bait and switch like MLW was. That's another piece of trash.
What are you saying? You did not enjoy the COVID prison?
The COVID. I was watching that thing with Lux. I was watching it with Lux. Lux goes, "Yo, they're in a prison." I was like, "I think so." I'm like, "Look at this." I'm like, like, what the hell, man? I mean, MLW was such brutal. Horrible.
Hey, there's a guy we had on the show we didn't mention, Lux. We've had Lux on the
show. Lord Lux, definitely, yeah. We did the AEW recap show too, yeah.
Yeah, Azus, I apologize. What were you saying?
I don't know.
I apologize. I'm
sorry. He was busy taking a Polaroid.
But yeah, we have so many people in wrestling today. It's all, it's all doing their thing over there, wherever they're at, and I just don't care anymore. I just don't even have time to overanalyze the bullshit anymore. I just, if I see something I like, that's great. If I don't,
yeah.
Like, okay, like I'll be honest, I could watch a Roman Reigns promo, but yet 5 minutes after that, they put Mac have Moss on, and that changed the channel.
But like, I'll see things, like, on social media and be talking, and like, when we talked about, last week when we talked about Kerry versus, Ric Flair, I went back, went back and I watched some more World Class, and it's just
World Class was awesome.
It's just, and the thing was, it's like, it's the matches weren't overly long, they weren't, it's just, they always had that fire, they always had the passion, and it wasn't Eddie Guerrero versus Dean Malenko or anything like that, but it was, it just, you just felt like it was, a lot of guys that were just pissed off at each other. They were fighting, and you pissed me off, I pissed you off. You wrecked our car. You wrecked our brand new car. You insulted my dad. All this stuff, and it was just great.
There was good stuff back, and I mean, there was a lot of good things back in the day. That it's just now, it's just. I mean, are we getting old? Yes, definitely. But I would like to think that we still know good wrestling when we see it.
It's we've said this many times. It's a mixture. It's a combination of
Excuse me.
It's a combination of everything has gotten worse, and also everything has changed for a new audience. It's not for us. We are not the target audience. Like we're sort of the target audience because we're hardcore wrestling fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're hardcore wrestling fans who won't sell out our standards. This is the thing. We won't just. There are people our age who are just like, oh, I need to be into this because I've been following this all this time. They can't give up that thing.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
But
exactly.
Instead of watching wrestling, I work on so much art now. I do a lot of art because I gotta do a lot of art, and then I watched something like that movie that YY showed me. Or I watched stuff on the weekend with Stephanie. I don't. And the Joshi stuff, I follow it. I follow what's going on, but I no longer have to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it went from being I was so invested in all this and I could enjoy the stuff to like, I don't have to watch it. I can just.
Well, that's the great thing about our show, Pedro, because we not only can mark out on wrestling, we can mark out on so many other things like movies, like Shaw Brothers, like toys, like comics, etc., etc., etc. I mean, I'm sure Zeus and I can do a whole show on Fourth World, New Genesis, and Blade. No problem.
Combine them. No. The way you said on movies on this, you ever watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Yeah, long time ago, but yeah.
Did you ever see the episode where there's that rapper who's like, "Give me taffy, bubblegum and give me candy." He's like, "I want candy, bubblegum and taffy." That's what I thought when you said that. We can talk about the movie.
That was probably one of my favorite episodes, easily, because it's a really stupid show overall. But when Carl comes next door, he comes over and he's like, "Yeah, what's the deal with the note?" And he's like, "What note?" And he's like, "The note you wrote across my fence in blood." Candy.
We still got new stuff to talk about in upcoming episodes in the foreseeable future. I mean, I've been waiting to do a Star Trek episode for a long time.
Oh yeah.
So there's that, and there's so much stuff that we can get into besides the shitty wrestling that's on television right now.
Hey, going back to Aqua Teen Hunger Force real fast. Did either of you see the movie?
No, I didn't.
They had a movie?
Yeah, so Stephanie was a big fan of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, okay? Especially like in the early years when we were dating, like because we've been together a long time, people know. But in the early years of dating, she was a big fan of the show, and we drove like out of town to the Woodlands to see the movie because it wasn't everywhere. It was just in special theaters and stuff. And so we went to see it, and like they had this whole deal. They had this fake trailer, or not a trailer. Those things that tell people to like put away their cell phones.
Yeah.
So they had a thing like that. You didn't know the movie was starting at first, and then this thing is happening, and at some point, it turns into the movie, and it's hilarious. So that's the best part of the movie. The rest of the movie is not as good as that part of the beginning, but. Just throwing that out there if anyone hasn't seen it to try.
Gotcha. All right, Flus, man, you take it easy, brother.
Yeah, take care, Flus. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I'll have to look that up.
Hey,
is it streaming on anything?
I have no idea because I know HBO. Is it HBO Max might have the?
I would check HBO Max because they have a whole anime shit with old school shit like that.
Well, they have a lot of Cartoon Network stuff on there.
Yeah.
I'll check right now
That's where I get all my DC animated shows from.
James, tell us what else is coming up. I don't know what else is coming up. You were mentioning stuff coming up.
I don't know. Well, we could do the Star Trek, or we could. I'm sure as soon as the new Blade movie drops, we'll be into that. I don't know. Anything else coming up?
I just watched Blade the night before.
Awesome. Love it. I can watch those 3 movies over and over and over again. And 3 is horrible, but I love it.
It's just like three just kind of, it definitely felt like there was so much, Hollywood influence on it. And, and as good as.
It was a patchwork too. It was just all patched together.
Yeah. I mean, it just, it could have been better. I mean, and there was things in there that were, kind of underrated anyway, but,
I personally like Blade 2. I think Blade 2 is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's kind of like what what Marv Wolfman said is the first one was really good. The second one was a great vampire movie, and the third one is there it is.
Yeah.
But and we've said this too before that Blade was the movie that tipped it, everybody into thinking, okay, Marvel characters can make money.
That's true.
Yeah, and that was an R-rated movie too at that.
Yeah.
And it made money. So they're like, And that's when they started trying to get all their IPs back. But it was hard for them to do because they had sold off their IPs to so many different companies. Sony had Spider-Man. Fox had Fantastic Four and the X-Men. They were all over the place, all over the place.
Isn't there a new Marvel movie? The Doctor Strange or
the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I mean, I saw it. It's okay. It's directed by Sam Raimi, visually it's great. They added that element of horror in it, which is always awesome, especially with Sam Raimi's directing it. It's a bit convoluted, it's a lot of shit that you got to ingest. There's a few things that make no sense, but again, it's a Marvel movie. So everything's not going to make sense. Because all Marvel movies don't make sense. So there it is. I like it. I'll watch it again.
It doesn't seem that Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie is on HBO Max.
It's on Prime and Vudu if you pay.
Okay.
There you go.
It's like $2.
Give me my $2. I want my $2.
I haven't seen that movie since the 80s.
I was better off dead.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. John Cusack, brutal.
Remember the French? I don't know if she was really French, but I don't know if the actress was really French or not. But the French love interest, and then the overweight guy.
The fat guy who used to dance. Yeah, his mom was brutal. His mom answered the door with a whole bunch of thing on her upper lip to wax. That was awesome.
Well, what was that John Cusack movie where he's like a wannabe cartoonist or something, and it's like something to do with the summer, and it has Bobcat Goldthwait. What is that movie?
Summer. It wasn't Summer Rental.
No, that's John Candy.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. One Crazy Summer.
Yeah. Okay.
One Crazy Summer.
That's it. Yeah.
More.
There you go.
Curtis Armstrong. He was another crazy motherfucker.
One Crazy Summer. Yeah.
Yeah, because the beginning of the movie starts out with like animation of him drawing a comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Zeus. Yeah. I like that movie when he's a kickboxer.
What?
They
Oh,
got
Some Kind of Wonderful, or no,
no,
that's
no, 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 no.
not.
I do like that movie, but that's a John Hughes movie. Yeah.
Yeah. It's what is it?
That's when he holds
Say
up the
Anything. Say
boombox. Yeah,
Anything.
say
Right.
anything.
Say
There you go.
Anything.
God.
In your eyes. Yeah, that was an awesome movie, man. I like that.
Okay. God,
Shit,
I have
you
not
got
seen that movie in 30 years.
you
Yeah.
got dissed in the Malibu. That was awesome. I love that movie. It's good.
Man.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Fruitless searches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some good 80s movies, man. I like Some Kind of Wonderful too. I like that movie. It's all right.
Yeah, I like the soundtrack a lot.
Yeah. We're not going to touch them. We're just going to bring this party up to a nice, respectable level. Oh, man. I just want to see the new Blade movie and I'll be happy.
I want to see Shin Ultraman, but I don't know when I'll get to. I don't know when it's coming out here. No one does. There's no U.S. release announced yet.
Isn't it supposed to pop off the Netflix like after 90 days or some shit?
Is it? I hadn't heard about that.
So that's what I heard a long time ago. I read that somewhere.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would dig that.
I want another Shin Godzilla.
NPR, Mark Almania would dig Shin Ultraman on Netflix.
NPR, we are waiting for Shin Ultraman.
That last the animated series of Ultraman on Netflix that came out like last year, the year before. That wasn't bad.
Yeah, I think it's still in my queue.
There was a lot of throwbacks and callbacks to the 1970s 60s original stuff. So Shin Ultraman was released yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. So
hopefully we'll get it soon. I'm sure we will. The only thing bad about these legendary movies is that as long as they're making them, I don't see any Toho movies being produced.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I'm dying for another Shin Godzilla. I'm dying for another version of Shin Godzilla.
I mean, when last year during Kong versus Godzilla or whatever order that is, I can never remember if it's Godzilla versus Kong or Kong versus
Godzilla versus Kong.
Okay. I seem like we were saying that James, you might have been the one that told us, or maybe it was I don't know, but someone said that the deal was basically, since Toho's making so much money off these legendary movies, they really don't have like incentive to make more.
Yeah, that, and plus going through the pandemic and everything, it's probably quite easy for them to just chill out and just sit back and let all this legendary money run in.
Yeah, I know. Why? I thought maybe y'all would get wherever you are in the world. I thought maybe y'all would get Shin Ultraman, but yeah, apparently it's just Japan.
I'm sure it's going to end up being a worldwide release. I mean, they'd be stupid not to do so.
They're already promoting a Shin Kamen Rider for next year.
Really?
Yeah, there's a trailer out and everything.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I'll post it in the chat. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Jeez. Just as long as we don't get another Mortal Kombat, we'll be all right.
What if it's Shin Mortal Kombat? No.
Imagine.
I would be semi-interested in that.
Oh my goodness.
But
the first 15 minutes of that movie was amazing, and then that was it.
So back when the fighting game in the arcades was heating up in the late 80s, we had Street Fighter 2 and
all the good stuff.
And my thing was, as somebody who was an artist and was drawing, I loved Street Fighter.
Yeah.
and I hated Mortal Kombat.
Mm.
I hated it, and because like for a lot of reasons. I mean, for one thing, so many of the guys in that, look like just cheesy ninjas, and people were wearing like, look like BMX, stuff, and
Zeus, hold up, Zeus. I never put that together in my entire life, and now you said that I can never unsee it. Thank you.
right, and and I didn't like the motion capture. It was really jerky, and
Yeah.
I think that the and the game mechanics, because they couldn't just copy the same way you did moves in Street Fighter. They had to do different things, and they were stupid, and I hated the fatalities, and I just hated Mortal Kombat, the video game, and I loved
I
Street Fighter.
I brought when I first bought my PS3. I brought DC Universe versus Mortal Kombat just so I could beat the shit out of the people in Mortal Kombat. Okay, I played that game and beat the shit out of all of those idiots.
But like the Mortal Kombat, the first Mortal Kombat movie is better than the first Street Fighter live action movie.
Yeah.
Aren't
they supposed to be doing another one?
Oh God, can only
Another
imagine.
what?
Are they supposed to be doing another Street Fighter?
Oh, I don't know.
It's supposed to be a complete reboot. No Jean-Claude Van Damme.
What? No.
The thing is, like right now, you could almost cast him as Bison.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Imagine.
Right?
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I mean that could have been, that's a possibility. He's still in good shape.
Yeah.
Let's see. YY said I enjoyed Mortal Kombat 2021. The 90s Mortal Kombat was fun. 2021 Mortal Kombat is culturally significant for Asians in Hollywood. The Asian cast are martial arts actors for real.
The first 15 minutes of Mortal Kombat 2021 was good. The rest of the movie ate a big donkey dick. Okay.
I'm glad I didn't see it. Is all I know.
And here's another thing. We had in the first Street Fighter movie, they had Byron Mann as Ryu, and he's fantastic. He's an excellent actor, and the Ryu and Ken characters were, I mean, they didn't even need to be in the movie. I mean, they were just a little, little side thing. God, I forgot that was Kylie Minogue was Cammy.
Oh my God!
Right?
Street Fighter movie with JCVD was fun. It's been so long. It's been so long. I don't recall enjoying it, but who was the guy? Yeah. Who was the guy who played the main villain? He's dead.
Raul Julia was Bison.
Yeah. His performance is probably one of those things. If you went back and watched, you're like, oh, he's just having fun chewing the scenery. So it might be fun in that regard.
Yeah, and what Wes Studi was Sagat?
Wes Studi.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of shit. The guy that played Zangief was Andrew Banarski, who's been in.
Oh, Andrew Banarski, yeah, he actually played Leatherface in one of those Texas Chainsaw reboots.
Yeah,
I have a pertinent, super important Street Fighter question for you all, though.
Yeah.
Who did you play with the most? Like, who did you play? Who did you choose the most to play?
Sagat.
Yeah.
Same for you, James?
Yeah, I did Bison a couple times, but yeah.
I
Oh,
I always chose the sumo guy. I don't remember his name, but the sumo guy.
Honda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was very cheap to cheat as.
Oh, because you could do the slapping, the 1,000 slapping
Yeah,
hands.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
You just do that, and people had a hard time dealing with it. Was what I always found. So that's
Um, I was actually such a Street Fighter nut. Like I remember I got it on Genesis, and
Chun Li is awesome. Good. I'm sorry, just
yeah, yeah,
oh yeah, Chun
and
Li's great design.
uh, I got so good at uh, Street Fighter 2, the Championship Edition. I remember I was playing it with some of my wife's friends, and I was playing guys, and nobody could touch me. I mean, it's like, and I remember one time I just told this other guy, Bernie, I said you pick who you want me to have, and so I can't remember who he picked. I think he picked Guile, and then he's like, well, you take Chun Li, and I'm like, all right. I said I'm only going to use one button. I'm only going to use the middle kick. I won't use any other button except the middle kick, and I beat him 2 straight. I was very good, very into it. Played the shit out back then.
actually I miss my Genesis.
It was a good system.
Yeah.
You can buy these like little
Yeah.
one game things that you can plug into a TV.
Oh, don't they have some that have multiple games like
Yeah.
programmed
Yeah,
in
some
it?
of them have like 2 or 3. Some of them is just one. Yeah.
My brother has a standing arcade game.
Ooh,
Okay. Right.
Mhm.
But it's modernized. It has a high definition. It has like a 32-inch high definition screen in the middle of the cabinet. And it comes with all these games like Tempest, Donkey Kong, but like all the arcade versions. He brought a USB stick that has every single Sega game in existence, arcade and the home version. So Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, and Sega CD.
Oh wow.
So he has all the Street Fighter games from Genesis. He has R-Type, Tommy Lasorda baseball. He had Mike Tyson boxing. All the old school Genesis games are on there, all on the
wow.
USB. Yeah. So he can literally play any Sega Genesis game if he wants. That's
Uh,
awesome.
okay, so YY said I was playing in the arcade as Chun Li and was winning until some guy joined in as Sagat. And we are stuck at 2-1 all the time. I gave up because my fingers had blisters. So my question is, Zeus, how did you pull that off to show up as Sagat all the way over, wherever, whatever part in the world? We know it was you, Zeus. We know.
Yeah, it was Zeus. It was Zeus. He was probably in disguise with Tanahashi.
I know. Can you imagine playing Street Fighter versus Tanahashi or Fire Pro Wrestling? Imagine playing Fire Pro
No.
Wrestling versus
man.
Tanahashi.
No.
And what's interesting is so Sagat is he's the original boss in Street Fighter. And so then, after that, after, essentially Ryu or Ken, wins because in Street Fighter, the game, you could only beat Ken or Ryu. And so then that's kind of, Street Fighter 2 takes off from there because, Sagat, is deposed as the number one bad guy, and is the number one fighter in the world, by Ryu. And then that's, you got to go back around the world and everything. But there's actually another Muay Thai warrior, and I think his name's Adon, who is also from Street Fighter 1, and they eventually brought him back later on. And it's funny because it's like Sagat, has all these, amazing moves like Ken and Ryu. He's got the fireballs and the uppercuts and stuff like that. But Adon is actually he's actually a lot closer to an actual Muay Thai fighter with his moveset and stuff, because he doesn't throw things, and but I like both of them a lot, and it's kind of interesting too. So like Street Fighter was, I don't know, is probably conceived in like 85 or 86, and even back then those guys knew how strong and powerful Muay Thai was, way before we found out, in large audiences in America.
Yeah, but we were all blown away by the moves. Actually, you know what moves I was blown away by, especially in the game, because I'm a big fan of this game, and I love playing it. But I was blown away by the moves. I love Shinobi.
Oh, the original, the arcade game, Shinobi.
Yeah, man. And then it went to Sega Genesis. That just blew my mind. I was like, oh, and the moves that he was doing was like, it was awesome. There was some great shit. There was some good shit back in the day.
Yeah. And then those the Ninja Gaiden movies, games were quite fun. There's a lot of really cool shit. Running on the walls and being sneaky and stuff like that.
Next time I go to my brother's house, I'm gonna take a snapshot of me playing Street Fighter 2 for you, Zeus.
Oh yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do a video. Street Fighter 2. I played Street Fighter in the arcades. I had Super Street Fighter 2 for.
Oh yeah.
and I think the last one I bought was it was for the PlayStation, and it was Street Fighter 2. Super Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 2 Alpha Gold. And that was weird because they had these weird counters in it called alpha counters. You would pull them off by accident unless you were really good. I mean, I was never that good. But the PlayStation controller does, the stock one does not lend itself to playing Street Fighter. So
yeah. I was a huge Tempest head. I love the game Tempest. I love that game.
Yeah.
As I was playing in my brother's house, I was playing Tempest. That and Asteroids.
Man, that was one of the first games I remember playing with Asteroids.
Oh wow!
Excitebike.
Why are you just talking about Street Fighter on cell phone? I can't imagine that would be
on cell phone. Oh my god!
Oh man!
On cell phone. How the hell do you do that? Jesus.
Well, it's got a display. I've seen ones like it, I think, and it's got like it's got one side. You got to have a touch screen, so it's got a joystick, analog stick that you just move around on one side, and then the other side you got the buttons.
I have issues playing solitaire on my tablet. How the hell do you play Street Fighter on a phone? Jesus.
Oh my goodness. That's some skills. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's skills. That's skills. You got the skills.
That's some skills.
Double Y got skills, blah.
Speaking of cell phone, I'm going to, because I haven't done it yet today, I'm going to check out New Japan Collection.
Yeah, I got to do it after Yeah, no, I have to log in.
Yeah, let's see what I get today.
Yeah, do a live draft.
If I have stuff to do one, yeah.
Well, I don't mean that. Yeah, I mean just any.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you all notice the new wallpaper thing with Great Okan?
Yeah. I watched.
They finally took down Okada. I was like, boo.
I watched about half of that Okan and Unagi thing.
Yeah.
And you know what's nice, and I was hopefully predicting it, a while back, but it is subtitled in English.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will be seeing more of that on YouTube.
Okay, Zeus, full disclosure. That was not done by Stardom. Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
A fan who there's a fan who will translate some of these videos sometimes. So that's
Oh,
why,
that's nice.
yeah, that's why I shared it in the manga
You-
translation group.
I mean, Bushiroad's got to, put the screws on Stardom. Like, look, man, you just gotta bite the bullet and get some subtitles on there for Americans here.
What's interesting?
World.
There's a few things that should happen. Okay, if New Japan World and Stardom World were like the same service, I would sign back up. Even though earlier I'm like I don't even want to watch it, but I would be more inclined to sign back up. I would have never canceled my New Japan World thing if it had Stardom on it because
Right.
I'm a little more. But weird thing with what you're saying, like on Stardom World, they will subtitle the promos before the matches. Okay, they will subtitle the promos before the matches, and then sometimes there's angles and stuff post match. They will subtitle those as well. But when they have pay-per-views, nothing is subtitled. But sometimes they have English commentary. Sometimes they don't. So.
Interesting. But yeah, so I think that newest event draft on the collection, it says it's the 2.5 anniversary draft 1. So I'm assuming there's more coming.
Oh man. Yeah.
James got that nice autograph to Romu. That was
that's nice.
That's a tight card, man.
Thank you. I said, the hell with it. I'm not going to save up to get 10, but the draft, and then I got it. I was like, holy shit.
So,
I mean, just 2 more days, and then we'll have 10 to do the 10
I'm an idiot.
I think it's probably going to go through the end of the month. So just start saving.
I mean, I'm going to start today. Well, I'm going to start today.
Okay, because I have so many, what are these things? The medallions or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm going to get some, I'm going to do a 10 draft for the rare ticket or whatever.
Ooh, look at that. How fancy.
Rare draft?
Yeah, rare draft, yeah. Yeah. So let's see. I always just do the one where it can be any faction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, you have to scroll over one because otherwise it's they automatically give you the main the main army.
Hey, thanks for stopping by again, YYH.
Yeah, thank you, YYH.
Thank you, WatchUH2.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, let's see. Do we need sound? No, we don't need sound. I haven't heard the sound in a long time. What's it even sound like? I don't know. I don't hear any sound.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
I like when it Shazams.
So the first thing is a 3-star yo. Let's see. 2-star Shota Umino.
I get him a lot.
2-star Togi Makabe.
I get him a lot too.
Yeah. 3-star Yujiro. No.
No.
Let's see. 3-star Taguchi. Looks like he was giving Taichi a thing in the corner. 2 stars Gumby. Zack Sabre Jr. So exciting. 2-star Jeff Cobb. I don't think any of these going to turn into a 4-star. 2-star show, Evil Show.
New Evil Show.
Not
Evil Show.
Part of
3-star Goto. New Japan Cup 2015. And finally, it's a 2-star Okada. So, James, it ended.
Okada, yeah.
There you go. There's the live draft. Sorry, I wasn't
And
exact.
have you noticed? I noticed this today. The they have not made all of Ibushi's cards sold out yet.
What's going
Remember
on with
when?
him, by the way?
Right? I mean, it's hard to say exactly at this point, but it doesn't sound good. It sounds like he's got issues with management who wanted him to come back early, and he's not 100%. And I mean, that's the gist of what everybody's said.
Hmm.
So it's hard to say because nobody's come out and said it, but
Right.
apparently that guy Kikuchi is the real booker. I don't know for how long, but it's the guy that's he translated a lot of it on Twitter. He's not fluent in Japanese, and even he's like, I'm not 100% sure. Nobody knows if it's a work or not. But you guys remember when Jay White's contract came up, and they made all of his cards sold out. Remember that?
Yeah.
They
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
they didn't make any for a while. Until after he came back and they got him back into the rotation. But Ibushi's still in there, but I heard they took his profile down off of New Japan World, or off of the New Japan website.
Hmm. I mean, it's looking like. I mean, I don't see how the relationship stays. Like I don't. From what we're seeing, it doesn't seem like it. But I don't know. Who knows?
Yep. Well, yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
But Best of Super Junior's getting ready to start, or did start. Can't remember.
I can't even get excited for anything in Japan lately. There's just nothing. I don't know why. I was so into it at one point. Now I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I think we've all kind of lost our excitement for it.
For
When
wrestling in
we're all
general.
excited for something, I think that helps.
Yeah. Like, every time, every time Wrestle Kingdom rolls around, all of us are pumped for it, and then I don't know what happens. That was another great show we had.
Yeah, we did. We had a couple of good ones.
That was the world's latest Wrestle Kingdom review. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or no. I think that was the world's latest G1.
G1. There you go. Yeah, that's it.
Well, we did have a Wrestle Kingdom review that was more than a month after the the event happened because of things that happened in my life. But
yeah,
that's awesome.
No, the events that happened in my life weren't awesome. But
no, not that, but no, I don't mean it like that, Pedro.
Yeah, I know.
Late reviews, no problem. We got you.
There was that other Shark Week one I did where I put James riding on the back of that shark on the back.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also looking at the one where I put James's head on Homer Simpson and he's choking Bart with Zack Sabre Jr.'s head.
Yeah. There was some good graphics, man. It was some fun stuff.
Yeah, we've had a lot of good graphics for the show.
Yeah.
I think I kind of like the one I did with Godzilla holding King Kong's severed head with his spine dangling down.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember you joined the Sandman one, Pedro. That was good
too. Well, because and the Zeus and I had were changing who was doing the thing, and I was like, well, tell me, Yeah, tell me something you would want for the cover. And so you said that story. So
Yeah.
The wing episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
That encapsulated the whole era of Wing.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You mean there was death matches way before in that time, long time ago?
What?
I thought death matches was new. I thought ECW was only 5 days old. What?
They only lasted 5 days. Yeah.
But
What?
James, don't you know that like death matches prolongs your career?
It does?
They show your endurance.
Really?
I'd have to pull up that article.
That's amazing. Look, who knew? Prolongs your career. No wonder why Mick Foley's still hobbling around. Yeah.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, him and Terry Funk, they probably don't have 12 ounces of cartilage between the two of them.
I'm saying. Death matches prolong your career. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
okay. And Ric Flair's 72 years old and talking about making a return.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, but okay, we don't have to give publicity to what this article is, but 10 reasons why deathmatch wrestling enhances the business.
That enhances the business. Look at that.
Number 10.
Not good storytelling, but death matches. Go ahead.
Extends your career.
It's just like Sabu. Go ahead.
Number 9, puts over talent.
Really?
This one's really short, so I'm going to read what it says for this point. It says, one way to make a name for yourself in the wrestling industry is to do a death match. You do not need to do one to make a name for yourself, but you really invite the opportunity to showcase your stamina, endurance, and craftsmanship. The audience gets to see another side from wrestlers. That's their bad English, okay? The audience gets to see another side from wrestlers. That is another way to build fan loyalty.
So hold on. So if you want to get known, not only do you rob a bank, but you star in a deathmatch promotion. Okay, got it.
So you make a name for yourself. It shows off your stamina, endurance, and craftsmanship.
Endurance and craftsmanship. Yeah, Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat must be shaking their head. Go ahead.
To cut each other with stuff, and then the audience gets to see another side of you, and this way builds fan loyalty.
They get to see the insides of you, but yeah, go ahead.
So number 8, demonstrates endurance in wrestling.
Wow. Endurance is Flair Steamboat going 60 minutes, 5 nights in a row. That's endurance.
I mean, and that thing's short too. It says wrestling as a whole is a spectacle of strength, grit, and gutsiness. The only difference between wrestling a death match compared to a grappling match, you probably have something embedded under your skin that doesn't just hurt like a bitch, but may limit your range of motion as well. To push through that pain for fans and for the sake of storytelling is an extraordinary feat.
Wait a minute. Deathmatch has no storytelling. It's just I beat the shit out of you, you beat the shit out of me. Let's go.
Number 7, it builds trust.
Build trust. Ask Ian and Axel Rotten about that.
Number 6.
Ask Vic Grimes about building trust.
Yeah. Ask Vic Grimes about that. Yeah.
Number 6. This one, I love this one. Death matches satisfy on a deeper level.
So
a deeper level. Number 5, keeps fans engaged and on their toes. Number 4, proves that wrestling is not fake.
Well, this has got to be a kayfabe article. This got to be.
It's not because there's talking about how the business is and shit like that.
Oh my stars and garters.
Number 3, novelty through scarcity.
It's not scarce.
Scarcity.
Yeah, it hasn't been scarce for like so long. Number 2, develops iconic talent.
Super Leatherface was boring.
I have to read this a little bit because it says deathmatch wrestlers are not backyard wrestling nobodies. They are a tenacious niche who have carved a name for themselves in a niche that laid the foundation for how far they are willing to go for fans. Jun Kasai, Masashi Takeda, John Moxley, Mick Foley, Sabu, Tommy Dreamer, Nick Gage, Matt Tremont, Lufisto, Effie, Charlie Evans. These intense athletes have defied the odds to become somebody that even the most casual fan has heard of them. So the most casual fan knows Jun Kasai, Masashi Takeda, Nick Cage, Matt Tremont, Lufisto, Effie, and Charlie Evans.
People know Luke Cage. People know Nick Cage from robbing banks. Okay.
I like that they bury the famous people in the middle. The beginning and the latter half is all these obscure people, but they bury the middle. Like these other, Jun Kasai is more iconic than Mick Foley and Sabu and so forth.
I mean, nothing about
Onita
or Terry Funk.
But let's get to the original Sheik. The number one reason death matches are empowering.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, let me shove a light tube up your ass to see how empowered you feel.
And here's the conclusions that they get to at the end. Don't discredit death matches. Death matches are not for everyone, like WWE or DDT is not for everyone. While it is fine and acceptable to be tolerant of other individuals' preferences, it is not okay to shit all over this performance art piece and the people who, in one way or another, support this art. Deathmatch wrestling is a performance art. Like art, you don't have to understand it to appreciate it or acknowledge how it has inspired and shaped people. Everyone has a story. Everyone has the reason for why they choose to engage in this intense love story. Are you attentive enough to read between the lines for this subgenre story? Or are you going to let blood and weapons get in your way? That's the conclusion.
I'm going to shit on the article. How about that?
No. Don't shit on your device, James.
Don't pull an Amber Heard.
Yeah, don't pull an Amber Heard.
Don't Amber Heard it? No, okay.
Don't Amber Heard it.
I don't have a chihuahua to blame it on either.
Oh, man. We spent too much time on that. I apologize. But, yeah. 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
4 years. We lasted longer than ECW.
Yeah, we need 1 more year. We'll be equal to ECW.
ECW lasted for 5 days. 5 years. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah, my God.
Come a long
4
way.
years.
We've come a long way from Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
And now it's gone and, everything. And now we're all at a point where we're like, oh, man, I'm tired of wrestling. We're watching other stuff. And occasionally
all of our many fan.
Yeah. All of our fan.
Well, hey, thanks to YYH, Angie, Flues, all for being in the chat room tonight.
Definitely.
Okay. I say tonight. It's the morning. It's
the morning. Well, it's afternoon for me.
It's in the title of the show.
Yeah.
Margo Mania Saturday morning.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hey, thanks to everyone for checking this out whenever they check it out. I hope everyone has a great week ahead. Are we doing this next week? Anyone have any issues coming up for next week, or anyone knows?
Oh, next week sounds like a go to me.
Sounds like we're ready, willing, and able.
Then we'll see y'all next week. Everyone take care.
Next week. Stay safe. Peace.
Adios.
Later. Happy anniversary.